Oh no. I'm sorry you're sick. That sucks. Never fun to be sick. Um, just graduated yesterday. Nice. Undergrad or masters or what was your degree? I don't like how close the shot is. Can't quite get myself framed up the way I'd like. Oop. Okay, that's better. Why aren't we picking up the game window? Stay out of my personal space. Boop, 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 doo, doo, doo. Maybe if I get out of the game and pull it back up again. This may be a somewhat short. Oh, there we go. This may be a somewhat short stream. I wanted to hop on early because I need a drink, man. I need a drink. I gotta get out of my house, and you know, I mean, this doesn't count. This is my pre-drink, you know. Hampton. Why are you the cattiest bitch in the world? Okay. So I know this doesn't look good, but it did work for me earlier when I picked up a previous stream. Ooh. Not great. Ooh. Okay. We'll try it again. Careful, I'm contagious. The video is so done. Oh my god. Feels good. I had to I had to export it like 8 different times, like getting in there and pixel fucking to get around all the copyright claims. It's very, very annoying. Very annoying. Apparently Wake, let's go. Oh. Okay. This one did work. Come on. I believe in you. Come on. I wonder if it's something about OBS that's displeasing it. Last time when I pulled it up, it said not responding for 10 seconds or so and then went right through, so I'm hoping it does that again. If not, then I'll try and pull up a previous save and see if that does it. If it doesn't do that, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I may have to load a way, way back save and play up until where we stopped. Man. Wish computers weren't so fucking complicated, you know? It's just like shit should work. Oh. Sag. Yeah, shout out Avril Lavigne. Good for her, you know, for keeping a fairly consistent career over the decades. And continuing to live off her brand, even though, as far as I know, she hasn't released any music since like 2004. No, wait. That was her who did the like, you know, she was part of that rash of pop stars who kept trying to like cosplay as Japanese and do a cultural appropriation, do a serious cultural appropriation at that. Kirsten Dunst did it too. It was really weird. Gwen Stefani. Yeah, she did that, right? Hey, you, I don't like your boyfriend. Assembled a gear for one of her shows. Hey! Alright, so let's see how behind we are. I don't think we... Damn, you know what? I don't think... Well, yeah. Oh. That quest we spent all that time doing last time. I think that's all gone. I think I shall save now. Maybe not. No, I guess not. I guess I just keep going. And make this the save. Guns are all in good shape. I'm set. Okay, we can should we try and like sell a bunch of stuff, do some jobs so we can get enough caps to get into Vegas, get into the Strip? That might be a good idea. Okay. Let's do a doctor's bag, and then do I have any water? I do not. How about dirty water? I'll take some dirty water. No? Okay. Oh. Yeah, let's eat those. There we go. What? Oh, did I make it worse? Shit. I thought those made your dehydration better. I thought they rehydrated you. Fuck. Making Ralph's get your free passport. Yeah, the Wacky Wasteland perk. I do. Also surprise. The game's not centered and there's no camera. The fuck? Oh. You're so right. You've never been righter. Okay. Let me fix this. Move to bottom. There we go. How'd that happen? Okay, I'll go talk to Mick and Ralph, I guess.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph. What?
Also, I've been getting sort of... I'm so sorry, but I've been getting kind of frightening DMCA takedown threats. So I think I'm just gonna lay off the radio for a few hours. If that's alright with you. Where's Mick and Ralph's? It's so unfair. It's like if the I mean, I guess I get it, but like the radio is part of the game. It seems like if the this is so not how copyright law works, but it seems to me like if you know, whoever made Fallout New Vegas, I know it wasn't Bethesda, or at least the studio wasn't Bethesda. But it's like if they have the rights to the radio and all the songs on it, it seems like I should too. It's part of the game.
Hey, what can I get you?
Nothing apparently.
What do you want to know?
Nothing.
Anything else I can help you with?
Yes, give me some water.
Take a gander.
Okay then. Yeah, I'll take the dirty water. Fuck it.
Give me a shout if you need anything else. Thanks for stopping in.
It is Obsidian, I think, yeah. Talk to the guy in the back. Okay. Delicious.
We've got welcome back.
I'd like to browse your special inventory.
Follow me.
Okay.
Like I always say, a polite society is an armed society.
What am I supposed to be looking for? Embrace of the Mantis King. Holy shit. Grenade machine gun. Ask him if he needs help with anything. Okay. Washing the dishes. Hashtag not depressed. Very good. Proud of you.
Welcome back.
How's business?
Things were better when the Omertas were buying, but we get by. Good selection from traders, and the Van Graffs keep things running. Anything else I can help you with?
Can you repair some things for me?
Sure. Let's see what you've got.
Oh, yeah. Yay, now I can put my clothes back on. Terrific. Okay. But...
Thanks for stopping in.
He gives Omerta quest. I must not have triggered some other important... Oh. I'm already wearing it. Okay. I must not have triggered some kind of important event to get that dialogue. What am I doing? Currently the most hungover I've ever been at my work lunch break. God bless. Hungover on a Friday. We call that pregame. Play all the way through the King quest line. That should get you both money and access to the passport strip. Okay. I'll go talk to the King again. See if he's got another yob for me. Is this the door? I honestly can't tell. Okay. Yesers. Dorkiest slogan of all time. I hope they retire it after this season. It's been a dramatic finals. Super dramatic. Really fun to watch. Very fun how, like, God, both those teams are so good, and they're just so obviously learning like studying as much as they can and learning as much as they can about the previous game's strategy, which is good for me because Thunder's gonna have the upper hand on Sunday for sure. It's a home game. They will have it, like, you know, balls in their court, so to speak. It's a Saturday in New Zealand. Time zones exist, Mariana. Oh yeah. No, I mean, I've heard tell, but everything is America. Did one playthrough where I swallowed platinum chip? Where the fuck am I? I don't remember how to get back into Freeside. God, I have such a short memory. It's a problem. I don't know how I do my job. To be quite honest with you, is like writing a script as long as the one for the video I just did. Oh no. To keep, like, juggle several thoughts at once for an hour and a half. Ugh. All 3 streets in OKC packed on Sunday. You don't understand how important that team is to that rinky-dink ass state. Now I could swear that this was the door. I literally just walked through it. What is going on? What is wrong with me? Is SJ the greatest Oklahoma resident ever if they win Sunday? Sure, just as soon as he abandons us for some other team, the way Kevin Durant did. And Westbrook. They're dead to us now. The Westbrook did stick around. Kevin Durant chose to leave. Unforgivable. Here we go.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
Oh, I do have a mini map, huh? Westbrook got traded, yeah. Yeah. Okay. You're not the king. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give. I do like the vibe of the ambient radio. It always like kind of makes my brain short circuit a little bit when I have the radio on, and then I walk into some other place and they have the radio on, and it's like it's competing radios, and that shit makes me wig out. Since I'm a really good lighting guy, left one of my favorite bands. That's my proxy for a team losing a star player. It's tragic. It's like, who are we now? It's like a breakup. Big Interstate Rugby final. Nice. What a very New Zealand thing. Look at their little closet. Oh, all their little outfits. There we go. Yo, Rex. My goodness.
Things have been a lot better since you helped with those soldier boys. Thanks again. So, what can I do for you?
Job. This building is interesting. What do you know about it?
Near as I can tell, it's some sort of religious institution. Oh, I know it says school out front, but everything in here seems to be related to the worship of some guy from back in the day. People used to come here to learn about him, to dress like him, move like him, to be him. If that's not worship, I don't know what is.
I think you're right. Tell me more about him. Wow.
Not a whole lot to tell. There were only a few books left in here when we found it, and those were rotted away. There were some posters left that were pretty well preserved, which is how we know all this stuff was based on the same guy. The thing of it is, we don't even know what his name was. All the posters just referred to him as the King.
Maester of Unlocking. You are not late. You're actually early. We're all early today. That's where you got the name from.
Well, that and the giant sign outside. This place could have been the King's House of Dog Chow, and I still would have taken the name. But I like to think I keep the memory alive.
If this was a school, what was taught here?
As far as we can tell, the guy that built this place was considered the coolest of the cool, and taught other people how to be more like him. People would come all around to learn how to sing, dance, dress, and even speak the way he did.
Is that what you guys do? Pretend to be this guy?
Something like that, yeah. There were some working tapes here when we first got here, so we know what he sounded like. Sadly, they stopped working a few years back, so I sold them to a junk merchant who was passing through. Otherwise, I'd play some for you. All the outfits you see my guys wearing around were originally found in here too, along with more hair gel than you can shake a stick at.
God bless. Let's talk about something else.
Sure thing. What'd you have in mind?
Where'd you get the robot dog?
I got Rex here from a salvager a few years ago. He was a little dinged up when I got him, but one of the followers fixed him right up.
Oh. They couldn't get the rights to any Elvis music, so that's why they couldn't refer to him specifically. Oh, it just makes it better. Is there something wrong with him?
He's been acting peculiar for some time now. I took him to the followers and had him checked out, and they said his brain is bad or something.
Oh no. Is he gonna be okay?
For now, but they said eventually he's gonna get worse. I don't know what to do.
Oh, I don't know what to do. Can they do anything?
No, they said they don't have the tools to help him.
Can I help?
I don't know. Maybe. If you found a way to help my poor Rex here, I'd be much obliged.
Oh my god, I'd do
Your
anything
best
for you.
bet will be to talk to Julie Farkas over at the old Mormon fort north of here. Maybe you'll have better luck than I did.
You can count on me. What can you tell me about Freeside?
To understand Freeside, you have to look back a few years. Originally, we were all just tribes making a living in this area. That all changed when Mr. House came around. He made an offer to the 3 biggest tribes that were willing to listen to him. Today, everyone calls those tribes the 3 families, and they live in luxury and run their own casinos in the Strip. The rest of us were left to fight over the crumbs, living in the shadow of those more fortunate. Things got pretty nasty for a while, but we wanted more. A place of our own, a place where no one could tell us what to do, and we didn't want to go elsewhere to find it. So we took control of this place and made it our own. That's really all Freeside is, the best of a bad situation.
Tell me about the Kings.
We're different than other gangs, and not just because we dress better. We're not just a group of thugs looking for our next fight. The Kings are about an idea, you see, where every man is free to follow his own path, do his own thing, where every man is a king in his own right.
By being the same person. Can I join? Oh, no. Why isn't every man in Freeside in your gang?
We've tried to pass our philosophy on to the people of Freeside, but not everyone is ready to be a king. The kids love us, but the old-timers tend to shy away and keep to themselves, and they probably couldn't pull off the look anyway. As for the others, some people just plain don't respect others, and that's a no-no. If there's one thing I won't tolerate, it's lack of respect.
Can I join?
Whoa there. Not just anyone can be a king. First of all, we usually only accept people native to the area. Second, I have to approve, and I don't. You haven't shown me you've got what it takes to be a king yet. But if you're fixing to join something fierce, stick around. If you play your cards right, things might change.
There's a weirder cut quest where a mail courier could get drunk with gas and have a Vegas wedding fishing. Hilarious.
Sure thing. What'd you have in mind?
Man, Rex is uncomfortable there. Uncomfortably close. What can you tell me about Pacer?
Pace? He and I grew up together around here. We've been through a lot together. There's no man I'd rather have at my side in a pinch. Don't judge him too harshly for trying to get some caps out of you. He probably took you for a squatter, looking for a place to settle down. There have been a lot of people moving into the area lately, and it's got some people riled. Can't blame them myself. There's only so much to go around.
So somehow light years healthier than Legion, for real. Who are the important people in Freeside?
There's me, but I don't really like talking about myself. There's Julie Farkas and the other followers down at the old Mormon fort. The Garrett twins up at the Wrangler deserve mention. Wouldn't be right not mentioning the Van Graffs, I suppose. And while they're not important in the overall scheme of things, there's Mick and Ralph, too. Just don't tell them I said that. Who all did you want to know about?
Tell me about Julie Farkas.
Julie represents the followers of the Apocalypse. They're a group that tries to help people out whenever they can, so we get along just fine. If you ever need to get patched up, one of their docs will have you right as rain in no time flat. They sell supplies, too, or used to. Heard they were having trouble bringing stuff in, or keeping up with the demand, or something lately. Did you want to know about anyone else?
Garrett twins?
Them twins run the Atomic Wrangler, the only working casino here in Freeside. It's become pretty much the place to go around these parts. Give it a whirl when you've got some time. Now, was there anyone else you wanted to know about?
Van Graffs.
They're a family-run business from out west that deal in weapons mostly. A word of caution, though, they're not a friendly bunch. Not at all. Their store is just past the Wrangler. It sells all kinds of fancy weapons that most people around here can't afford. Anyone else you wanted to know about?
Mick and Ralph.
Mick and Ralph sell all sorts of things at a small store over by the East Gate. They've done all right by us, and they'll do all right by you. You want to know about anyone else?
No, I do not.
Sure thing. What'd you have in mind?
Nothing.
All right.
Just gonna go fix her
See
dog.
you later.
Back to work. Catch you later. Bye-bye.
Man, what are you up to? Bye.
Have a good day. Blessings to your hangover.
Hey.
How's everybody's day? How's everybody's week? Do you ever look at the news? Do you ever World War III? I think Trump's gonna taco. I'd be surprised if he actually started a war. The whole I'll decide in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I'll. Everything he has no intention of doing is happening in 2 weeks. Trump should taco himself in the head. I certainly would never suggest such a thing. Yeah, in Minecraft, in Fortnite. Hunter, what's up?
It can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
This building is a maze. I know. It's like, it's way too big, a building.
Hello.
I struggle to believe that the real Elvis school is that large. Let's see. Where's Julie?
Hey.
Rewatching Sopranos, nice. Wake up!
Hey, good to see you.
Need medical supplies?
Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very high. Supplies don't last long.
What do you need?
Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our services.
Okay.
Just come see me when you've got some supplies to turn in.
Let's talk about something else.
What do you want to talk about?
A regular shipment of supplies is what you need here. I bet you
Would
never
be a
thought of that.
godsend. But so far, we've had no luck working out a deal with the Crimson Caravan or any other local merchants. If you could manage to find someone willing to work with us, I'd gladly offer medical supplies at a discount.
I wonder if those discounts stack. Which merchants might be willing to make a deal?
You might ask around
make a
at Nick
deal.
and Ralph's, or go see the Garretts, though I suspect they're too busy poisoning Freeside to help it out. What do you want to talk about?
Has anyone seen the zombie movie yet? No, but I got a text from a friend whose opinion I trust, who says it's one of, if not the best movie he's seen all year. So that's something. I'm gonna see it next week. I gotta watch the first two again. I think I'd like to write something about it. Maybe make a little video. Who knows? What is this place?
The Old Mormon Fort serves as the regional hub for the followers of the Apocalypse. I am the administrator for this region.
What do you do here?
The followers of the Apocalypse aren't just interested in research. We care for our fellow man and do everything we can to help humanity. Here in Freeside, we provide food and medical services for those in need. We also have organized reconstruction efforts. With the help of Bill Ronte, we were able to install a water pump just west of here, but the Kings quickly took control of the pump.
Who are the followers of the apocalypse?
We arose from the boneyards of Edidum years ago. Since then, we have made it our mission to rebuild the wasteland and re-educate its inhabitants. We hope to forge a brave new world free of war and poverty by sharing knowledge and resources. Our primary goal is the free exchange of ideas.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about?
The king said you could tell me more about his robot dog.
Rex? It breaks my heart every time I see him. He's such a good dog.
Boy. King brought him here for treatment then?
Yes, a few months ago. We had to tell him there was nothing we could do.
You can't heal him?
No. Rex's condition is way beyond anything we can handle. He requires brain surgery and some sophisticated cybernetics work, too.
Days is pretty much my favorite zombie movie. I hated Weeks. I hear this one kind of retcons Weeks and sort of writes over it, so for what that's worth. So there's no chance he'll ever get better?
I didn't say that. While no one here has that kind of expertise, I do know of one man who might fit the bill. There's an old scientist named Dr. Henry who reportedly specializes in this sort of procedure. He'd probably be your best bet. Last I heard, he was living up in Jacobstown, far to the northwest.
Thank you.
No problem.
Bye-bye. Damn, no goodbye. Hello! Crab with a knife. The gang's all here.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell.
Alright, let's go navigate all these fucking stairs again. Right, left, right, left, right, left. I don't know. I hate this building. Oh! Hey! Get up! Oh my god.
All right. I'll see you later.
What?
Things have been a lot better since you helped with those soldier boys. Thanks again. So, what can I do for you?
Right, left, right, left. Huh. Gotcha. Julie Fargus said a man in Jacobstown can treat Rex.
She said, what? Why didn't she just say so when I was there? Actually, come to think of it, I was pretty angry when I went down there. I vaguely recall something about upending a few tables, maybe knocking out one of her doctors. Anyway, that's incredible news. Only thing is, there's too much going on around here for me to make a trip like that. And I need all of my guys just to keep things settled here. You seem to be awfully interested in my boy Rex here, and you've done some good work for me already. I'll tell you what, you promised to get Rexy here to that doctor, and I'll lend him to you. What do you say?
You'll lend him to me, absolutely.
I can't thank you enough. Now, there's a few things you should know about old Rex here if you're going to be traveling together. First, he hates rats.
I
Can't
tell
stand the
you
things.
what.
Giant rats, mole rats, doesn't matter. He catches a whiff of one, and he's off like a shot after him. He's normally pretty obedient, but you might have to chase him some if he goes after one of the little varmints. Second, he doesn't like hats, or the people wearing them. Don't ask. I have no idea why. Maybe because it rhymes with rats. That should be it, though. Other than the occasional bad spot when his brain starts hurting him, that is. But I'm hoping you'll see to that. I wish you both luck. Take care of my Rex now, you hear? Rex,
Does anyone know?
this is your new master. Protect her as you would me.
Aw. Oh. Sweet. What does that do? Let's find out. While Rex is a companion, unequipped chems, firearms, and ammunition within a short distance are highlighted when you zoom the camera. Ooh, how do you zoom the camera? How do you do that? Is it the same as aiming? Which I don't remember how to do. Help. Does anyone know if or when the Fallout show will continue? I really like the first season. Yes, it got immediately greenlit for the second season, and they have just finished filming, so I think later this year, in fall, if I remember correctly.
Hey, isn't that the king's dog?
Yes, it is. My dog now. Same as Amen. Okay.
Personal space meaning anything to you, lady?
A mysterious door. That's always fun. Sorry, Polar. I'm trying. Oh my god. There's also the only base game hairdresser in the first floor. Ooh.
Hi.
The hairstyles in Fallout are always ass, no matter what. I was absolutely amazed at how openly anti-American it was, very much like the games. I know. Yeah, certainly anti-capitalist American. Anti-American capitalism, I should say, I guess. Because it really is because it's like, the whole thing with Fallout is like,
Personal space meaning anything to you, guy?
called me Guy. It's rude. He was talking to Boone. That's him, haircut. I don't need a haircut. My hair is fine. All the hair is, none of the hair looks good. Yeah, like the whole thing with Fallout is like, the capitalism, it's the same thing as the sort of social engineering of the 50s, but
Come
like
to Mick and Ralph's for
the
all your
technology
shopping
itself
needs.
and all the weaponry and all the everything attached to nuclear energy becomes itself like a matter of cultural national identity. And if that's the case, and it's like, it's exaggerated, it's an exaggerated version of what we have now, but it is still basically the same, where it's like Americans think that it's like, it's not just you're not just free to go in and have a, you know, a 5-bedroom house and a 2-acre lawn, and a Ford F-150, 2 Ford F-150s. It's like, I don't know, a certain sector of Americans that these days tend to veer toward MAGA ideology. Like, they don't think that's just a matter of freedom. They think it's like a fucking human right, you know? And that's not, I mean, that's very Fallout. It's very, very Fallout. Or that kind of consumption and that aggressive consumption and violent consumption, you know? Where it's like, it's a matter of how much you can destroy about everything around you. And that's how you prove that you're free or whatever. Sucks. Oh my god, that's so far away. Okay. Let's go for a walk. Go west! Have you considered doing any DLCs yet? Big Mountain give you a lot of easy XP. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. Yeah. Fully stocked base camp with a doctor and a vendor and a plethora of other bonuses. Yeah, it may be about that time. Ooh. I want to do the DLCs for sure. But I need to know that I'm not doing a DLC prematurely, if that makes sense, you know? Whether I'm gonna be outpacing my own level or like picking a story beat that I really should wait on. It's like I like an order, a good order for Fallout quests, you know, to maximize the narrative tension overall. What's in here? Kind of surprised it. There's only 3 people from YouTube. Usually YouTube outpaces the Twitch audience. It's just because I haven't streamed in a couple days, I guess. Oh my god, what the fuck? Ah! Oh boy. I get the battle music now. Fucking brains. Run out of ammo. Ah! No! Oh, I gotta be careful about that. You think New Vegas smells like? I think it smells like stale beer and mildew. And like cotton candy for some reason. If you want to do Big Mountain first, I recommend more skill points in science and medicine, but not so necessary. Okay. DLC is in chronological order. Our Dead Money, Honest Hearts, Old World Blues, Lonesome Road. For leveling goes Honest Hearts, Old World Blues, Dead Money, Lonesome Road. Let's do them in chronological order. but probably not today. Ah! Let me refamiliarize myself with what weapons I've got. Oh man, I maybe should I don't have very much ammo of anything at all. I have shotgun rounds, and that's about it. Okay, so I think I'll just leave this place. We'll do the Rex quest and come back here. Scab it good later. New Vegas smells like the Seaside Park in Bridgeport, Connecticut during the Gathering of the Vibes festival. Mountain is best to do first, in my opinion. Best to do for the other ones. Yeah, I'll do that one first. That seems like good advice. What's in here? Oh my god.
You best not try any funny business, stranger. One word from me, and Vance will plant you in the ground.
What a great hat. Who are you?
I'm Pauline, of Sammy and Pauline, the Wasteland's most dangerous and notorious criminal couple. You'd best not mess with us, or you'll have a bullet hole where your eye used to be.
You sound pretty tough. Why haven't I heard of you two before?
We ain't never heard of you either, so the not being impressed is mutual. Come a week or so, though, and everyone will have heard of Sammy and Pauline. Just you wait.
What's your plan?
Sammy and me got our hands on a powerful weapon not too long ago. Vance's gun. You know Vance, of Vance and Vicky? That gun's our shot at the big time. We're gonna sneak it in on the strip and rob one of the casinos. Maybe all of them. We'll be known as the greatest gunslingers to ever terrorize the wastelands.
Is this a Wild Wasteland thing? Plan's gonna get you both killed.
You'll see. You'll feel stupid that you made fun of us when you learn how rich we are.
Well, good luck. I don't have enough speech to check that.
Goodbye.
So.
CR took back Nelson.
Nope.
Maybe they can win this war after all. What are you doing here, stranger? You looking to start some trouble?
Who are you?
Me? I'm Sammy, of Sammy and Pauline, the Wasteland's most dangerous and notorious criminal duo. You better not mess with us or you'll end up face down in a shallow grave.
You sound pretty tough. I wonder why I never heard of you before.
Simple. Up until now, we committed our crimes stealthily, leaving no evidence behind, so we never built a rep. But that's gonna change with our next score. You just wait and see.
They have a unique 9mm. It is my general policy to not kill people unbidden. What's your plan?
You'll have to ask Pauline about that. She's the brains of our operation. I'm the muscle.
They'll have to do so. I need to get going.
Bye.
Man, see? They just seem hapless, and I don't... I feel bad about, you know? About killing such nice, wholesome, honest folks. I will come rob their safe, though, later. Yes. Oh, Mentats, yeah. You're right. We'll see if I have some. I always forget about drugs. Hey, I do. Kill them both.
The NCR took back Nelson. Maybe they can win this war after all.
What the hell you want?
Your plan has critical fuck. Maybe
Bye.
maybe a magazine. Meeting people. There we go. That's the way.
What the hell you want?
That's the greatest plan I've ever heard in my entire life.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
We've only got the one gun and there's 2 of us. And we've never done anything like this before. We've never been on the strip either. So we don't know how many guards the casinos have. And I kept having these nightmares. What are we thinking? We're gonna get ourselves killed. Look, tell Sammy to give you the gun, alright?
Sick.
Just take it. I don't want it around tempting us to do something stupid.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, bye.
This better be good, stranger.
Give me your gun. Pauline says she's give the gun.
Really? Oh, thank God. I love that woman, but I swear this time she was gonna get us killed. The gun's in the safe. The combination's 5, 23, 34. Take it far away from here before she changes her mind.
Nice.
Bye.
Now I can get rid of that 9mm. Maybe I can repair it with this. Oh. Oh. Oh, don't mind if I do. Ooh. Sweet. I typically don't fuck with machine guns, but sure. Let's go check these 2 new locations over here. And, oh wait, can I not? Is this like part of the strip? Everything behind a wall? Like how Vicky Vance are a cowardly version of Bonnie and Clyde, and they in turn are a watered down copy of Vicky Vance. Come along, Rex. Hurry up. Who are you?
Hey there.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Hi. Yeah. Howdy.
Howdy.
Miguel's Pawn Shop. Yes, please. Hi.
You don't strike me as someone down on their luck. What brings you to Westside?
What do you do in West Side?
I help tend the crops, stand watch for fiends, and generally help keep things civilized.
How long have you lived here?
A couple of years now. I was a trader for a while, but got tired of all the walking. Westside was a good place to settle down as any.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Who's this guy?
The NCR took back Nelson. Maybe they can win this war after all.
Help use a home base, stash access gear and ammo. Yeah, I mean, I know there's like in 4, honestly, the settlement system I think works quite well. If it weren't for Marcus fucking Garvey, you know, getting up your ass about it every chance he gets, but I don't know how bases work in this one.
The NCR
tell me,
took
won't
back
you?
Nelson. Maybe they can win this war after all. If you're down on your luck and need some caps, I'd buy just about anything. Of course, I've also got plenty of things for sale, too.
Have you been in West Side long?
My grandfather opened up this shop. Took over from him when the fiends killed him.
Show me what you have for sale.
Of course.
Okay. I need ammo quite badly. Let's figure out some stuff to sell. I don't need this ant nectar. You can have it. I'm sick of lugging shit around. How about... Oh, I didn't realize I had this big book of science. Oh, it's because it's from the previous save. Okay, I gotta go through and look at the books. You can have my binoculars. You can have... No, I want to keep that machete. Oh no, I have that other, like... It's basically a machete. I think Boone has it now. You can have my machete. You can have... you can't have Dinky the T-Rex souvenir, I'm sorry. To tell a lie. I could get rid of all this Legion money. Nice. I'll kill more Legionnaires, it's fine. You won't get robbed. You literally stash your stuff in random box anywhere. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Gas station Good Springs is not a bad idea. Progress is going well. It's going fair. I am technically set back 3 hours since I had to resort to a previous save, but it's whatever. Oh. Bye-bye, camera. You can have my Rad Scorpion poison glands. These are just for you. You can have... you can have this helmet. I thought I had another stupid Legion helmet, but I guess not. Okay. I need 5.56s for sure. Oh, he doesn't have any. That sucks for me. Okay. Okay, he doesn't have anything I need. That's fine. I'm okay just selling all that shit to him. That's okay with me. I'll go buy
Pleasure
ammo
doing
later.
business with you.
Bye-bye.
Until next time.
Pride camera appropriate, I know. Dinky is precious to me. Indeed. There's safe containers that don't respawn items, usually in player houses. If you just dump items in a random locker or chest, they're liable to disappear after 72 in-game hours. Good to know. Hello, Hampton. Where did you go? I thought you were being suspiciously silent. Friend Flintstone, you've changed your name. And Crab is actually right about New Vegas. Oh, okay. 99% of containers are safe and won't respawn and delete your items. Okay, well, what about the 1%? How do I know which one is which? Oh my god. Oh yeah, let's read that book of science. Science! It's a bit of a doing for a few years. Very good. Ooh, food. My corn is almost ready. It's got some little ears grown on it. It doesn't look very good. Most of it is not going to give me any ears, I'm sure.
Hello.
But just kind of an experiment. What do you do here?
I deliver things and stuff for the people here.
Emotional
they give me
support
cats
bit.
to do it.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Boxes in Good Springs next to the saloon that are safe. Okay. I expect everybody watching now to watch my video tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time. I'm gonna be mad at everybody for that. So mad. There are a couple different homes in the game. You can use Victor's Shack and Good Springs. That seems like a good option. The motel room you rent in Novak. Okay. Okay. What is OWB? Is that a DLC? Oh yeah, Old World Blues, yeah. Should watch it tonight. I'm a patron. You should! Although, if you are a patron and you haven't watched it yet, just go ahead and wait till tomorrow and give me the view, you know? Especially if it's in the early hours. That helps a lot. Goes a long way. The first, like, 5-ish hours.
Son of a bitch is on our side.
Very good. Very good to have as many people giving you views as possible. And since that video was characteristically a huge pain in my ass, as all the big videos are, I do want it to do well. I'm tired of having shame about that. I want my videos to do well. Yeah, fuck the patrons. I think in the Lucky 38, specifically your resting party members will eat food in storage containers. Oh, shit.
Howdy. Name's Bob, but folks around here call me Klamath Bob. What can I do you for?
I take you're from Klamath.
Yeah, good old Klamath. Not a bad place if you like hunting, eating, and skinning geckos all day.
I'm reporting your vid tomorrow. No!
It's a pretty dull place, but I hear there was a bit of excitement when this tribal from Arroyo came to town years back. All before my time, though.
Tell me what you have for sale.
All right, then. Hopefully I've got something to wet your whistle.
Man, it took fucking forever to get it up, too. Get that video posted, because... Man, I posted it last night, and it got just copyrighted to fuck, you know? And I almost just accepted it. But I decided no. Let's try and do it right. So, I spent all day long just moving shots here and there, shaving frames off, and I finally did get it to where it's unrestricted, so we'll see how long that lasts, since I certainly do not censor any of the deaths in it.
I might have some answers for you.
Why his head looks
What did you want to know?
Emotional damage pit. What do you do around here?
I run the liquor store on West Side. With things this rough, some folks need a lot of booze just to step out of the door in the morning. After I close up shop, I walk around and help keep the peace. Not that I'm good with a gun, mind you, but someone's got to do it, you know?
Can you tell me about West Side?
Well, things aren't great here, but I've seen a lot worse. We've got the Fiends to the south of us, and that ain't good. The Scorpions hang out at the Monte Carlo when they aren't slinging chems or getting their heads blown off by the Fiends. Probably the best thing we've got going on is the co-op, run by Mr. Etienne. Get some help from the followers of the apocalypse, I think.
Fuck yeah, we love good co-op. I love that co-ops survive the apocalypse. It's because they're the finest form of exchange. Primordial, proper, generous co-ops are goated. Do you have a lot of run-ins with the Fiends?
Not so much lately. The NCR is giving them hell anytime they poke their damn heads out. Bless those boys and gals for getting rid of that vermin. I feel pity for any man or woman that gets addicted to chems. But when they prey on decent folk, well, then it's time to put them down.
So stoked for your long forward thoughts on Final Destination. Hooray! I'm glad somebody is. Tell me about the Scorpions.
Not much to tell. Typical gang of
I keep
dumb
finding
bullies and
Scorpions in
angry
my
nobodies.
house.
They're holed up a bit south of here, in the Monte Carlo suites. They think they're tough, but anytime they tangle with the Fiends,
I'm getting kind of
they get
afraid that
torn
I'm gonna,
right up.
like, step on one someday. Or make one mad, you know? Or that, like, my cat's gonna find one. That'd suck. God. She would. Get stung in the nose, and then I have to turn up at the vet 2 in the morning. What's so great about the co-op?
Food from the people and for the people. Anyone can buy, but the profits are shared by the folks who make the produce.
Fuck yeah.
Locals got these little gardens that do real well. Gosh darn well, truth be told. Etienne got some help from that Anderson kid, I think. Anyway, we don't gotta rely on merchants so much. And it means the troopers can use all the food they make over on East Side. Works out nice.
See that? That's market independence. We love it. Are you Scorpio? I'm not a Scorpio. My partner's a Scorpio. I'm a Capricorn.
What else did you want to chat about?
Do you know anything about that super mutant walking? There's a super mutant walking around town. I didn't see.
Oh, yeah, that's mean son of a bitch. I know the name sounds bad, but he likes it. He's one nasty old coot. Far as I can tell, he's one of them original super mutants. What came from the boneyard. Wandered about after that master fellow died.
Wow.
Eventually got caught somewhere around the hub back in NCR.
OG super mutant.
Boy, they sure treated him mean down there.
Aw.
Cut him up so bad he can't talk no more.
Oh, we gotta find him.
I tried to buy him just so they'd stop hurting him.
Oh.
But they didn't want any of it.
Yeah, how'd he get away from the NCR?
Turns out some of them night kids, whatever you call those sneaky super mutant types, got in and busted him out. I guess somebody named Tabitha led the bunch that freed him. Don't know much more than that.
Tabitha. People around here aren't afraid of him?
Some folks steer clear of him for sure, but you don't seem to mind.
How did he end up here on the west side?
He just showed up here one day. Couldn't really talk, but he remembered me all right. Ever since then, he's just been, well, hanging around, I guess. Does odd jobs for folks and smashes the bad guys when they come poking around.
Tabitha all along.
What else did you want to chat about?
Can we have a conversation about why I shouldn't have to work? You shouldn't have to work. I agree. I mean, everybody works no matter what is the thing. You know, like work is not something that humans have to be coerced into doing. Living is work. Being a human is work. If you're being a human properly, you're doing some kind of work, you know. But the idea should be that work is sort of tailored to your individual situation and is not necessarily sort of forced into the 8-hour day shape where all you do is sit in front of a computer and like put numbers in a fucking table or whatever. Not good. Or I mean, you know, forget about like middle class jobs, like even the manual labor can be kind of bullshit. I'm sure you all know. I don't have any more questions to talk about something.
Sure.
Bye-bye.
Okay, then.
Yeah, all right, then. Everybody works. Yes. Blue-collar jobs and cashiers are the only options in my city. Yep.
The NCR took
Sometimes
back
it'd be
Nelson.
that way.
They can win this war after all.
It's like... I don't know. I don't have the wherewithal. I've been doing a lot of work today on myself. All right, I don't have the wherewithal to put all my thoughts in order the way I'd like. But it's like, I don't know. There's something about the way we've structured the economy that puts people in a position to really, really resent it when anybody who is who is poorer than them doesn't work as hard as they do, or appears to not work as hard as they do. It's interesting how it never goes the other way around. Like, nobody seems very resentful of rich people not working, which just sort of gives the lie to the whole thing, huh? It really isn't about the work at all. Just socialize nukes. Heat wave. Yeah, get ready for a lot more of those. We should build a data center about it. Suck up all the water out of the ground.
Howdy.
And make it hotter outside. I don't think it's quite hot enough out. Do you? This World War II remaster is hideous. People on food stamps shouldn't be able to eat nice food is a real thought a shitload of Americans have. Yeah. And not only is it a thought a shitload of Americans have, it's like kind of the default thought a lot of Americans, most Americans, I would say, have. Yeah. But then a bunch of, you know, politicians, typically Republican, keep trying to cut food stamps and make it impossible for you to buy anything that's not like sorry, I got distracted. That happens. People on food stamps shouldn't be able to eat nice food, except for that people on food stamps are lazy slobs who eat nothing but junk food, and so we need to cut back food stamps because people are enjoying themselves too much on it. You know what I mean? Buffer. Yeah, exactly. It's just man, we're in such an age where the target for absolutely every single social ill is people who are like the most vulnerable in society. It really sucks. We've made such an ethic out of meanness and cruelty, and it's really actually becoming quite evil, you know. It really is really a satanic state of mind. Who are you?
Marshal Fabish.
Nice to meet you. Do you have trouble speaking?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I have to go now. Goodbye.
Aw. What's a super mutant like you doing in a place like this?
Ha ha ha! I wash my bone with Sibi. I have Bogo. Phoebes Arup. Goodbye. Hi again.
I love him. Hi.
Mm-hmm. Goodbye.
Bye. Hi. Great Final Destination vid. Thank you. Thanks for watching it.
When I talk to a girl, I start the conversation, and I didn't start no conversation with you.
Fuck you, you fucking incel. You ain't much to look at anyway. What do you do around here?
Me and Dermot work salvage around New Vegas.
Tell me about Dermot, your partner.
What do you even mean? He's Dermot. Dermot knows how to work salvage better than any man I ever met. Doesn't go asking questions all day neither.
Some of them French fried potatoes. Goodbye.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
I got nothing you need. If it's ass you're looking for, talk to Pretty Sarah.
You do around here?
Me and my partner St. James work salvage around West Side. That's all.
Why is your partner called St. James? He's quite mean.
Because it's his name. He may be high-strung, but he's all right. Hauls his half a scrap, which is all I need.
They're partners. Aw. Happy Pride.
Yeah, beat it.
Hey, it's the co-op.
We don't need... Hi there. Welcome to the West Side Co-op. I'm Clayton Etienne. Let me know if you have any questions.
What's your story?
Well, I've lived in Nevada all my life. Started out in New Reno, but headed down here as soon as I got the chance. If you can believe it, things are even worse back home. The whole city's still run by crime families. Used to be the Mordinos and Wrights. Now it's the Wrights and Van Graffs. Seems like things never got better. Anyway, that's all behind me now.
Yeah, I'd say this is one of the worst Pride months in history. It's a bad one. I guess next year's could be worse. I suppose that's why people don't usually recognize the bad times when they're in them, you know? You always think things could be worse, which is kind of cute, kind of sweet.
It might not look like much, but it's what keeps us West Side locals
One of the worst moments
independent.
in history, period.
We
Oh,
started
yeah,
it a
for
few
sure.
years ago. I admit we had a lot of
Not
trouble at
good.
first, but eventually we got some help from Tom Anderson with the followers. We're finally to the point where the co-op members can start making money from sales instead of just breaking even.
Show me what you have for sale.
All right?
Noodles. Yum, yum, yum. Makes me mad that noodles don't give you, I don't know how to say this, like, don't give you not thirst. Don't fix your thirst, you know, slake your thirst. It's the only way I can properly say it, but that sounds like pretentious and dumb. In Fallout 4, when you eat noodles, your thirst goes down. Goodbye.
See you later.
Drinkable noodles. Worst pride of your life so far. Yes. Yes, yes. I'm a scholar. Let's see.
Welcome to Casa Madrid. Cheapest, cleanest whores in all
Whoa.
New Vegas. If you want to know the rates for Poon, talk to the whore.
Whoa! They say sex worker these days. Is this apartment building yours?
Yep, for years now. Guess I should be calling it Casa Marco or something, but I haven't changed the signs. Folks who can't pay their way onto the strip need a place to stay too. And when Pretty Sarah set her whores up here, the Casa went full service.
I got questions about your tenants.
Like who?
Tell me about Dermot.
Roughneck prospector's all I hear. Good at what he does. Been renting a room here for a year or so. Nothing special.
Okay.
Catch you later then.
There we go.
Welcome to the Casa. As long as you didn't come here to sell that scrawny ass of yours around here. I'm not hiring new girls. All slots filled, you could say. And my arrangements with Marco are exclusive.
Sure. I know how to make a girl feel welcome.
Just needed to make the situation clear is all. How can I help you?
Who's the merchandise?
3 flavors to choose from. Sweetie, Maud, and Jimmy. Sweetie's the house favorite, for reasons that should be obvious. Maud is what you might call the discount rack.
Damn.
She's what a customer wears if he doesn't have the caps to afford Sweetie. Or just likes them old. Jimmy's more of a specialist. I only hear good things.
What do you do around here?
I look after the only reasons anyone would want to spend any time here. I'm a pimp. All Marco does is collect rent and take a small cut of my action. He sure as hell doesn't clean the rooms.
You're not one of the merchandise?
Most of my body is scarred all over, like a ghoul. Nobody around who'd want to screw that. No, I just run things.
How'd that happen?
We don't talk about that. Next topic.
Okay then, bye.
You know where to find me.
You know, I don't think I ever got to West Side in my last playthrough. I think I just walked right past it. I certainly didn't talk to any of these people. Hi.
Anything happening? Tom Anderson. Can I help you?
What happened? I need to add some like custom emotes. I don't even know how to begin doing that. Maybe now that the video's done I can focus on those sort of like chicken shit little chores, setting up the ghost account and whatever. Did I get a, what do they call them? Subscribers on Twitch? It's different from followers, right? Thank you. You were very kind. What do you do here?
I'm with the followers of the Apocalypse, and I help the locals in Westside grow crops. Unlike the NCR, the followers don't expect anything back. The soil and the hot, dry environment don't make it easy, but we get by all right. We've even got our own food store, the Westside Co-op, complete with basic refrigeration. The Co-op is comprised of Westside locals and run by Clayton Entenine. They produce all of their own food and share the profits of the Co-op.
Say that name again?
The Co-op is comprised of Westside locals and run by Clayton Entenine.
Woo!
They produce all of their own food and share the profits of the Co-op.
We were gonna do another take on that line, Reed. Do you have a problem with the NCR?
I don't go looking for fights with them, but they don't have the best interests of people in mind. Certainly not locals. The bottom line for NCR is productivity and growth. Politicians back in Shady Sands are completely detached from the people actually living here.
Talking to a lot of people that should be giving you quests, you must have missed some prerequisites. Yeah, I think I'm here too early.
Take care.
did 26 takes. That was the best one. Not me just opening every single door in a brothel. What's going on in here? The brothel looks like my house. Very good, Hampton, yes. Depression, you know. Hi.
Hey, honey. Looking for something softer than a man can give you?
Oh. You work for Pretty Sarah?
I bring in the customers, and she makes sure no one gets rough. Sarah's good people. Good enough, anyway.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm called Sweetie because I'm the sweetest piece you'll ever find anywhere outside of the Strip.
Having fun? Room 6? Everybody having a good time? Wouldn't you make more money working on the Strip?
I got my start at the Gomorrah. Good money, but I saw how those Omertas hook girls on free jet or MedX, then start charging. Slavery through a needle is what that is. I earn less out here, but I keep more.
My ears hurt. Need some snacks? A condom? Let me know. Does St. James pay you for anything unusual? Why would I ask that?
A client's got a right to privacy, so it'll cost 200 caps for me to tell you.
Oh, I want to know so bad. 100. Take it or leave it. No, god damn it. Ah, fine. Maybe later.
Fine by me. You the one missing out on all the exciting details.
Do you know St. James? Why am I so preoccupied with St. James?
Sure do. St. James is my #1 customer.
Amy Poehler, Mean Girls. Yes, very good. Very good, Eric. You got it.
I don't know why his friend Dermot chose to stay here. He's never been with
I'm
me
glad
or
someone
nobody
did.
else. But St. James likes having me close at hand.
Okay, bye.
You know you'll be back.
Hello?
Hi.
Sorry, man, but my services are members only, all right? You might try Sweetie.
Jeez. I heard you were a slave of Caesar's Legion. I didn't hear that. Nobody told me that. Why would I know that?
I'm just a fantasy come to life.
Oh, please.
But you already knew that.
Mariana, why did you put feet as a thumbnail? The foot really isn't the focus of that shot. No, is it? It's a good shot. I'm sure I'll get weird feet comments, whatever. It's fine. Been working here long?
Half a year or so. The Casa's a dump and Marco's a pig, but Pretty Sarah makes sure I don't get hassled. I don't get as many customers as Sweetie or Maud, but the customers I do get always come back.
I don't know if you've done it, but blast St. James and Dermot. No hesitations, show no mercy. Damn. Goodness gracious. I mean, I feel like they get mad at me. The town, you know? Tell me about Pretty Sarah.
She's an honest woman. Splits the earnings fair and keeps Sweetie and Maud in line.
Tarantino
Minds
got
her
me
own
in a minute.
business, too. She knows what it's like for people to go through things they'd rather not talk about.
Hampton, are you high? Final Destination 5 is nowhere near the worst Final Destination. That honor goes to the Final Destination is the worst Final Destination. Everybody knows it, including the producer. He's shit-talked it himself. How much for your services? No, I don't need. I don't need to. I need to be fucking.
See you.
I got shit to do. I'm busy.
Don't see many of your kind here in the Casa. Women, I mean, who ain't working.
English is right. We actually want to get the quest first. Okay. Yeah, we all know it's the. Straight up do the Mortar 66 style. Make sure you get an LMG or something with AP. You're gonna want it to make it easier. Well, I did just get a machine gun. I've only watched one Final Destination, the one with the log death. I think that's probably the best one. 5 is one of my favorites. I think it's probably the second best one. And then 1. And then, no. Then 3, then 1. But then it's like a big gap, and then like, honestly, I don't even classify Bloodlines as a proper Final Destination movie, so I don't know where it fits into all that. It's certainly better, more well made than the 4th one, but it's just not really a Final Destination movie. Aren't you kind of old to be doing this?
Old but spry, honey. So long as my back don't give out, I can make a living lying on it. May not be as fresh as Sweetie or Jimmy, but Pretty Sarah keeps me around for a good reason. Experience.
5 has one of my favorite title sequences in any movie. Wow. I honestly don't remember it. Yeah, 5, 3, 1, gap, 4. Saw it around the same time that logs were not a part of my life for a long time, yeah. Hi, Notrizal. 2, 1, 5, 3, the monkey, 4. In preparation for your video, oops, I watched Final Destination death sequences with Ed and Eddie SFX. Perfect. Yes, those movies are just this side of slapstick comedy. I talked about that in the video. You work with Pretty Sarah?
That's right. Strange at first, having a woman for a pimp, but she's tough enough to handle any trouble so far.
Tell me about Sweetie.
She's a good earner. Of course, she don't care who she sleeps with or what they do to her.
You know about Jimmy?
I suppose he's okay for one of those. I suppose Pretty Sarah's got to cover every sort of customer.
Man, even in the post-apocalypse, we got gay bashers. Bye.
Good luck.
Happy Pride Month to you, madam. Freeway opening is the best because it's a non-universal experience. Yeah, I talked about that in the video too, where it's like, you know, it's so easy to avoid riding a roller coaster. But you're never going to get around driving on the highway. You're going to drive on the highway. Tell me your opinion about Chet Holmgren, please.
Howdy.
My opinion about Chet Holmgren.
Hey there.
I'm so sorry, but I don't know how I recognize that name. I do recognize it, but I suck with names, and you're gonna have to tell me who you're talking about. Okay, okay, see, Chet. You have to understand, I'm a huge Fairweather fan. I wish I had kept, paid more attention this season, obviously, because they're doing great now. But, I have vanishingly few opinions about any of the players. Gilgis Alexander is a joy to watch. And that's where my opinions cease, because...
sure is something.
Hey, not yet. Wait another 10 years.
Howdy.
State, show no mercy. I want the quest for experience. Tall white boy, yes. Tall white OKC boy. Well, tall white boy who lives in OKC. Sometimes. Okay.
I'm glad mean son of a bitch is on our side.
Let's get the fuck out of here. I miss this era of piss filter games. Yeah, this is a piss filter game. Why, you'd think we were in Mexico. I'm playing Far Cry 5 this week. It's fucking trash, don't bother. Airtech office is where you go to look for an NCR officer, I think. We'll give you the quest to save time, straight up execute. If I execute somebody in the middle of this town, will they not become angry with me? Kick me out forever? I like Westside. I should like to come back. Quick save? Forget which one is quick save. So there we go. It'll be worse. They'll be displeased. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want anybody to be displeased with me. Please like me. Should we try and find those locations? I don't know. Let's just keep going. Hampton, be sure it's not a bot. Be careful. Wellness. Get the quests, call the Coyotes, and you get it from Captain Parker in the Aerotech office park. Okay. I know her. Okay. Well, maybe should have led with that. Generally afterwards a citizenry considered an act of community service. Okay, so the Aerotech office park, where's that? Okay. Let's just take a quick spin to the Aerotech office park and see if we can find that guy, and then we can resume our path from West Side. Someone overtly flirts with
service example. We'll bleed the ground red with anyone who opposes our peace efforts.
Buddy. Peace efforts. Captain Parker.
Something
there
I
he
can
is.
help you with, stranger.
Hell yeah, that was easy.
Captain Parker. I'm in charge of this camp.
I've not.
This here's where folks go when their luck runs out. Drifters up from the Republic, locals that can't turn a dime, drunken reprobates from all around. And if you don't have the caps to get onto the strip, odds are you'll end up here.
Any way I can help?
Well, I am a little short-staffed. Maybe you could give me a hand. Some people have gone missing from the camp lately. I haven't seen any signs of violence or heard about any feuds. They just up and vanished. And I've also got Keith and his gambling to deal with. I know that skunk's cheating folk out of their savings. I just can't prove it.
What can you tell me about the missing people?
They never seem to have much in common. That's why I didn't
Just
notice
block her,
it sooner.
Hampton, no!
Young folks, old folks, men, women, all disappearing. I remember a family with a little blonde girl. She never talked much, but she always carried this little stuffed teddy bear.
Do you remember anything else?
Seem to recall a lot of them did business with those scavengers over on the west side. Dermot and St. James.
Tell me about this Keith.
Keith's a two-bit hustler. He runs a gambling operation out of his shack. Ask me, he wins way too often to be playing fair. I suspect he's running drugs, too. I just can't prove it. Maybe you can find something. Talk to him, poke around his shack, something.
Tell me about those disappearances again. I wasn't
Some
paying
people have
attention.
gone missing from the camp lately. I haven't seen any signs of
Seven
violence.
left, okay.
I remember hearing some of the missing folks were doing
St.
business.
James. Okay. Okay. Now let's go back. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
We don't need the NCR.
Where'd those fuckers go? Don't worry, guns out. I'm literally cool at coordinating surveys in my city. Very good. I definitely believe you, Hampton. I think you're very cool.
Hey there.
I'm so hungry I will cry. Hampton, it's stream day. Get a burger. Have you considered eating?
Hey there.
Got no money. Ugh. You're releasing your next album. I do need to put together a
Anything new happening?
channel music album at some point. I recognize that wasn't a serious question, but that is something I genuinely have to do. Yet another little chicken shit chore.
Careful with those fiends in the western sewers. The NCR took back Nelson. Maybe they can win this war after all.
Where'd they go? Hey, there we are. There you are, you fuckers.
I said fuck off.
Goodbye.
Yeah, beat it.
We gotta go through this again? What's it about this time?
Some people have gone missing. They were last seen dealing with you. How about that?
I don't know a thing about no missing refugees from that Aerotech camp. Go cry to somebody else.
I didn't mention Aerotech.
Yeah, well, I must have heard rumors. And, fuck you. You got nothing on me and Dermot.
Search Dermot's room, search St. James' room. Okay. Fuck! Ah! I don't think I have any lockpick magazines. Fixin' things. I have 3 fixin' things. Locksmith Reader, there we go. We'll see if that gets me there. Nice. Oh, fuck. There we go. Take that water. Oh, the teddy bear, huh? Uh-huh. Oh, is the... Oop. Some noodles, Mariana, please. Sorry, I thought y'all meant my camera went gay. You was talking about the primordial camera, the archetypical camera. Yeah, gross. Gross, gross, gross. Yikes. Big yikes. Dark game. There's a Canadian animated show called Super Team Canada, and Jordan Peterson is portrayed as a villain. I get a kick out of that. I've become pretty fixated on Jordan Peterson these past few days. Ever since the Jubilee debate, it's just like what a shit show. It's just like, man, he's such a fraud, you know, just in every way. There's a note at the TV. In which room? Fraud, for example. Well, he will not stop talking around this Christianity issue because he is making too much money from the Christian crowd to admit that what he actually is a postmodern atheist. He believes in archetypes. He does not believe in the Lord. He believes that Christianity is a reflection of like basic truths about human nature and about where we get morality from, which is absolutely the case. But he doesn't follow through to that to the obvious conclusion that there's nothing about Christian ethics specifically that are any more true than any other formation of those similar ethics in any other religion. And he keeps acting as if this is like something profound, you know, and anytime anybody asks him anything about it or asks him to specify his beliefs or whatever, he'll give some bullshit about like, well, I just don't see why the question matters. It just seems so, it's just so profound. And shut the fuck up, dog. Do you think that Christ rose from the dead or not? It's a very, very simple question. You know what people are asking you when they ask you that. Like, stop. Stop this. I think part of the reason that in particular bothers me so much is because, like, I mean, like many, either sort of like centrist or conservative, sophists, like like my other sort of go-to example for this kind of attitude is Yuval Noah Harari, who wrote *Sapiens*, right? And like Jared Diamond, like people who are scholars, but their area of expertise is not in anthropology or archaeology or history. They're like, I mean, Yuval Noah Harari is a historian, but he is a military historian. He is not a historian of culture. He's not a religious historian. He's not an anthropological historian. He's not an archaeological historian. He's a military historian. He has nothing to say about any kind of genesis of human culture. And Jordan Peterson is the same whenever he talks about things like storytelling, which happens to be one of my areas of expertise. You know, like my program and my academic experience is like spread out a little more. I'm a little bit of a jack of several trades. I don't claim to be an expert literary scholar, but I know more than he does. And it's ultra fucking frustrating to watch a scholar who does not have a specific area of expertise speak to that area, to that discipline, as though he has authority in it, as though like fields like literature are really just not the kind of thing that you really need a PhD in, or you really need that much experience in, because it's like, oh, it's so obvious, it's just books, you know? But he claims to have all these profound insights about it that are, by the way, ultra postmodern. Like, kind of, I include a bunch of Jordan Peterson clips in the, like, at the very front of this Final Destination video, for the reason that everybody has this, like, fucked idea of what postmodernism is, because he won't shut the fuck up about it, even though he has no idea what he's talking about. He has no idea what postmodernism is, and so he's convinced everybody that feminism and, like, post-colonialism and Marxism and like critical race theory are the same thing as postmodernism, and it's just so fucking brain dead. It's not the case. It's so frustrating. And it's like, he uses the word postmodern because if he were to say that, like, you know, the feminists, they hate Western civilization, and I mean all of it, you know, then, like, obviously he wouldn't sound as intelligent as he does when he says the postmodernist neo-Marxists, you know? So yeah, he's a fucking fraud. Anyway. Sorry. I saw the chat going off. I would catch up. I'm so glad you asked. Welcome, Blaze Ninja. I looked for the note at the TV. I could not find it. Don't be so sure about that. Oh, what a fucking clown. His stupid fucking suits. He thought he could nag diff a bunch of college kids and wound up almost crying. No, actively crying. He cries all the time. Has brain melted from quack healthcare. Yeah, may very well be the case. Yeah, tell me about how cleaning my room will solve my life and go into another medically induced coma from all your depression. How about you get your life together, Jordan Peterson, before you try and save the world, as that's, you know, what you instruct other people to do. Fuck's sake. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's like Jordan Peterson, it's so intellectually dishonest, because his position is one of postmodernism. Like, he believes that nothing is necessarily intrinsically true, that everything is a matter of patterns that arise out of the human mind, you know, from just sort of maybe evolutionarily, just like the way that we convey meaning to each other is through metaphor. Of course. This is a postmodern approach to anthropological thought, you know? And so, like, he is a postmodernist, and his position is indeed that nobody can tell you the meaning, the core meaning, the metaphysical fact of existence, because the metaphysical facts of existence are to some extent always up to their practitioners. Right? So nobody can tell you precisely what any of that means. Except me, Jordan Peterson. I am privy to all this knowledge. I can tell you that actually the most moral, the most ethical, the most concrete and true in like the most basic meaning of the word, the most true you know, worldview and act of faith should be modeled on Christianity. It's fucking stupid. And he knows it. Or maybe he doesn't. Maybe he actually is just that, like, brain rotted. Am I an atheist? Not as such. I wouldn't necessarily call myself an atheist, no. I guess agnostic is a better way to describe what I am. I am culturally Catholic. I grew up Catholic. I still get a lot of my, like, sort of spiritual cues from the Catholic Church. I do not believe that, like, I'm certainly not like a Richard Dawkins atheist. I think his approach to the world is like almost as dumb. I do not believe that the core of human existence can just be boiled down to like, you know, an accident of molecules smashing against each other. I like, that's obviously not the case. Like, people will say that's the case, but then they behave 1000% differently. Nobody believes that in a fundamentally nihilistic existence. If you do, then we've talked about this in previous streams. If you believe in a completely nihilistic existence, I think that you are probably not of a healthy mind. You probably need to go to therapy because it's like not a healthy mind that looks at the world around us and thinks doesn't mean anything, because creating meaning is what humans do. Like, it's a core feature of our species is to create meaning. And so if we find ourselves incapable of doing that, then I think something has gone a bit amiss with you, you know. So he didn't get owned, but he definitely didn't represent himself. No, he did not, because there's nothing to represent. He won't say what it is he believes, which is basically atheism, and he just won't admit that that's the case because he's making too much money off conservatives. Beating about around the bush regarding his religious views is pretty cheap and transparent. I don't appreciate the word salads either. Yeah, totally. And also, like, not for nothing, but it is a matter of Christian scripture that if you are Christian, you must not deny it. That is in the Christian texts, and it's such like sophist bullshit to say that everybody's actually more Christian than they realize, and then turn around and pick and choose what aspects of actual Christian doctrine people should and should not follow because you're so focused on the archetypical aspect of the Christian ethic, which is so generic and so, so imprecise that it can be associated with pretty much any religion. It's like, if the pattern is what matters, then why are you so focused on Christianity? Like, it's okay to use Christianity as an example of what you're talking about, but like, to sit there and say that it's an okay and morally proper thing to build an entire, to build a nation around Christian ideals because it's so ethical and because it's a truth, it's like, no, either you're a Christian or you're not. It really is as simple as that. So, become lobster. If you come from a Catholic area and have done psychedelics, then you likely already know everything Peterson has written about. I miss the old JP. I genuinely also miss the old JP. When he was just like a self-help guy, he was fine. And when he was just like a sort of basic free speech guy, that was also fine. In like circa 2016, Jordan Peterson, I don't have any problem with that. But it's when he started getting money from conservative partisans that he realized that it's like he realized that was the opportunity for him to like play act, to sort of LARP as the kind of person that every scholar wants to be, right? Every scholar wants to be a famous scholar. Every scholar wants to have their ideas taken seriously and be a public intellectual. And he found the opportunity to do that. But the problem is that opportunity came, fastened to all these requirements that resulted in his deep intellectual dishonesty. So he made a serious deal with the devil, which I'm sure he himself would pick apart in any other, media figure. Very annoying. Evol is a sick SOB. I'm so glad you said that. This is what he said. That's why she's cooking. Yeah. To make Tito miss anything. Oh, you just missed the rant of the stream, you know. 7 out of 10 Peterson impression. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. He's got such a specific cadence and speech pattern. He's a very fun person to impersonate. You've seen some of the Command and Conquer JBP stuff, right? No, I haven't. I have it downloaded and, like, you know, ready to go for whenever I deem it's time. I just, like, I'm putting it off because I know that once I dive into it, I'm gonna have to make a video, and it's gonna like ruin 5 months for me. I like saying I'm a deist because I do imagine the world is created by some uncaring force. It also helps divert the conversation to Renaissance instead of contemporary theology. I fuck with deists. That's all right. Yeah. Where did we go wrong? From pre-2010, everything seems fine. Now it's gone to shit so fast that you can just, yeah. What went wrong is is just this most recent Comtech revolution that social media became, you know, destroyed our information infrastructure. That's it. Like, I'm like, you know, not that the world would have been necessarily a perfect place if it weren't for social media. Obviously it wasn't perfect before, but it's like our information infrastructure was really kind of what was holding everything together. And since social media introduced this system where people can kind of, you know, make their own reality, that's what happened. That's why pre-2010 it seemed fine. Yeah. The brain seeks meaning in the way the eye seeks light. Yeah, nice. You have to be figuring something out, trying not to, or have a somatic issue. Yes, exactly. Very well said. Mm-hmm. Meaning can be of other people and sympathy. Doesn't have to be spiritual or mystic, right? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. If you were Jordan Peterson, you'd say, well, I don't know that there's a difference, you know. And to that point, I personally don't know that there's a difference. I think that, like, I actually talk about this a little bit, that the podcast that I take a clip from describes this very, very well in the new Final Destination movie, or the Final Destination video I just made, where it's like, the idea of gods come from and mysticism and spiritualism come from these are metaphorical structures that we use to, like, impart meaning to each other, that, like, what we're describing to each other is not simply a matter of physical reality and utilitarian I don't know, utilitarian approaches to the world, that there's something more I want to say to you. There's some, like, this means something more to me than just, than just a matter of survival. And that's where gods come from. That's where religions come from. So, like, in that way, yeah, there kind of is no difference. I think that, and there are plenty of cultures. I've talked, you know, on stream before about, like, this is the way a lot of Native American cultures structure themselves, where, like, the government, the culture, and religion are all the same thing. And that kind of sounds like a theocracy, but it's not. Like, it's not a matter of incorporating religion into a government. It's that the religion is the government. And the government and the religion are all focused on the well-being of the people above all. The well-being of the people and their ability to, you know, to thrive in balance with the land around them is the religion and the government. And it structures everybody's ethics accordingly. You know what I mean? So, that's a kind of mysticism that I can absolutely fuck with. If he was on the rise in the mid-2000s, he'd be a Dawkins or Hitchens type. Yeah, I think probably so. Oh, yeah, he's obsessed with Exodus. Yeah, we had to put everything on a little pause. It's fine. He only got publicity because he was such a virulent transphobe and got heat during Gamergate. Yeah. It's just that the right accepted him, and that's it. He can never go back now. He's already sold his soul long ago. He couldn't change it even if he wanted to. Most of this shit Jordan says is already dealt with in like 100 AC. Yes. Theology is literally cooler than whatever he says. Yes. Yes. It's a good self-help guy. He was a good self-help guy. He was a good self-help guy. He is no longer. His morals are all over the place now. He's just allergic to consistency in terms of his morals. That's exactly where it started. Yeah, he wanted to be a famous scholar. Yep. Yeah, says your modern day public intellectuals. It shows why intellectuals are some of the stupidest people ever. Hey. It's demystifying academia. It is demystifying academia. It's one of the things that this course I'm working on with one of my thesis advisors, that I at a certain point, like we're gonna like set up a sort of like test run seminar, and I will invite people to that. You can just show up and we'll, you know, talk about the history of anthropology as it intersects with the history of media theory. And we can talk about the story of people telling stories about stories. It'll be fun. And so like kind of the point, we had a meeting about it today, and I brought up Jordan Peterson, that like the fact that Jordan Peterson is one of the most visible representatives of modern day academia is like unacceptable. It's like kind of the same. It strikes me that it's like sort of seems like it's by the same mechanism that Trump is president, right? Like it's not that everybody loves Trump so much. It's not that everybody loves Jordan Peterson so much and like, oh, they have so much attention, they must know so much, they must be so smart. It's that they're offering some kind of community. They're offering like they're giving people in Trump's case the populism and the community that people crave, and in Jordan Peterson's case the kind of intellectual engagement that people crave. And for whatever reason, mainstream academia has been really, really bad about doing that and about adapting to the modern information ecosystem. And so, you know, kind of my project and sort of the thing that my research is sort of fixated on is figuring out how to fix that. I don't know how possible it is given the way the platforms function right now, but it should be a goal, I think. JP is very good at saying absolute nonsense in a really authoritative way. Yeah, it's yeah. How do you feel, if at all, about the big talking point in the last 5 years that men who gravitate toward figures like Peterson are desperate for role models? I don't know that it's about role models. I think the impulse to say it's about seeking role models is a sort of evasion of what people are really looking for, which again is intellectual and cultural engagement. You know, like they're looking for meaning. They're not looking for role models. I mean, people may be looking for role models, but I don't think that's why people gravitate toward Jordan Peterson. I understand that like some, you know, like you can scroll through the comments of his videos and people will be like, oh my gosh, daddy, you know, in very much that way. But I don't think that he's built his entire career because everybody's just so desperate for role models. I think that that people just like feeling smart, you know, that people like feeling curious, and that's a good thing. It's a very, very good and very, very human thing that people like Jordan Peterson are taking advantage of. We're riding the Dragon of Chaos today, are we? Yes. I think dude bros gravitate toward conservative ideologues so they can feel better about being a shitty, selfish, cynical person and the self-serving behavior that comes with that. You know, I think there's certainly a sphere of that going on. And the dude bros. think Fallout is a game about morals. Well, you could say that every game is a game about morals, couldn't you? I think Fallout is a game about, what's Fallout a game about? What is the theme of Fallout? I'm gonna think about that while I turn on my backlight. 1 second. The theme of Fallout, the theme of Fallout is unpredictability. The theme of Fallout is the unpredictability of social situations and the failure of central control, basically. Even if it's just central control of yourself, which is an important caveat, I think, that like it's a game, and all of them are stories about how you think you are one person, but you are actually one of many, many, many people, and all of those people think that they are one person. And what happens in a society where everybody believes that they are the ultimate individual, you know? Or if they're not the ultimate individual, then they've figured out the ultimate ideology. That's what Fallout's about. So, you know, that's why it's popular among leftists and right-wingers alike, because like there's something for everybody. Like everybody can find their chosen ideology in Fallout, and that's kind of the point. And I think that like if you take that uncritically, you're in trouble. You know, there's guys who play New Vegas and really identify with Caesar's Legion and just like don't read into any of it farther than that. And they're at liberty to do that, I suppose. But if you do that, you are missing the point of the game, quite obviously. You know? Where is Academia's Joe Rogan? I think academia was ready for how to deal with JP in the same way that politics wasn't ready for how to deal with Trump. Yeah, I think that's true. I mean, again, it's like it has nothing to do with their competence. It's just their surroundings, the world they live in. And we were so convinced that we had everything under control and everything was going to get, you know, like we figured it all out. And we obviously didn't. Type of person who puts a sticker of just the middle finger on their truck. What specifically are they signaling? They reject other people without even knowing them. Everybody else versus me. I, a few weeks ago, was driving into Austin and I got held up by a car crash. And it was a bad car crash. And you could tell that it was like a truck and a sedan. And the truck, and like, it had just like blown right into this sedan. And they were like packing a kid into an ambulance, you know. And the truck had a, I don't know, some joke about burnt bridges on it. Some bumper sticker about how they don't care about anybody. Which, you know, you wonder how somebody like that feels in a situation like that. You hope, at least, you must hope that they at least think about it. But the kind of person to put a bumper sticker like that on their car is maybe not the kind of person who will. Who knows? The thesis is not the theme. No, not in fiction. Like sometimes, you know, people in in stories will just come out and state the theme. That's what Final Destination Bloodlines tried to do, and it didn't work out because they don't know the theme of their own movie, I guess. That is an occasion in which the thesis is trying to be but like even in that case, no, the thesis is not the theme of the movie. Even when they try to state the theme of the movie out loud, no, the thesis is not the same as theme. There can be many themes in any piece of fiction. So war never to your point, war never changes. War Never Changes is not the theme of Fallout. War Never Changes is the backdrop of Fallout. War Never Changes is the description of the assumptions with which everybody within this universe is approaching the world. Because everybody in Fallout thinks implicitly and uncritically that war never changes, therefore war never changes. So it's an invitation for you to think about why that might be the case. Why is it the case that war never changes? It's not just a blanket statement. There's shit there to think about, you know? There you go. If the thesis is war never changes, wouldn't we be in the war rather than the aftermath? Might not have played Lonesome Red. I did my last playthrough, but the message of that is war never changes, but people do. And we must if we're ever going to avoid war in the future. There we go. Yeah. Yay. See? It's burger night. Give in to the burger. War never changes is just something Ron Perlman is contractually obligated to say. Okay. Very nice. Yes. I like to believe that the second unspoken half of war never changes is, but those who fight them are never the same. Very nice. Speaking as a trans woman, I'm very much enjoying hearing JP getting ripped to shreds in real time. Hey, I do what I can. Time is a Jeremy Bearimy. Okay. Let's go kill some human traffickers. Okay, I never did find that note next to the CV. I don't know if you were talking to me or not, but I couldn't find it, so fuck it. We've got enough. Boone. So rude. Get down from there. Define the theme, neo-Marxist.
Maybe they can win this war after all.
We gotta go through this again? What's it about this time?
Look what I found in your room.
What are you doing stealing my stuff? That ain't even mine. I mean, it's mine, but it's private. Give it back. Hell, don't give it back. I don't care. Just found it when we was working salvage and thought I'd save it to give to some kid if one came by.
God, what a piece of shit.
We gotta go through this again? What's it about this time?
On this ledger.
You got his book? Dermot, this bitch got your book. She got your book.
Oh, is it time? Hey! I'm shooting the bull. Stop. Fuck. Oh, okay. It's fine. Everything's okay. I always get freaked out when they do the cinematic kills, and I'm not the one who just shot, you know? I don't need his jet. Okay, I guess I go back to the hang on, I gotta answer a text real quick. Okay. Let's go back to the, yeah, here we go. Oh, I'm hungry. Hungry in real life, too. Every stream is a race against my hunger. Where's homeboy? Is he outside? The fuck? It's crazy how this whole community exists only because she wanted to make video essays for her PhD. Yep. That's how it goes. I suppose communities have been built on a slightly less silly things. No, he's got to be asleep. That's what's going on. She's stuck with us. Bortles. What a good show. I may be due for a rewatch. Wake up!
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear... Have you found out what happened to those missing refugees?
St. James and Dermot were behind it. They're dead now.
How do you know? Did you find proof?
I found evidence in their rooms. They attacked me when I confronted them.
Oh, sick bastards. Can't say I'll shed any tears for them. Here, you've earned this.
Oof. Woo! Look at that! Still no level up, though. Good Place wrecked me so hard. Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, that last episode is super ultra good. Okay. FOD. Lumb. I need help. Let's go to Good Springs. Off to the medium place. Goodbye. Thanks for being here. Okay. I guess we could eat some of the FOD I've already got. I carry a lot around. I love snacks. What's heavier? Neither. Okay. What's the difference? 63 rads plus 2 HP. Oh wow. Gecko steak is better than dog steak. Snack pilled and treat maxing. That's exactly right. Do I have stim packs? I do. Liam O'Brien. How do I know that name? Doctor's bag, I guess. Why am I here? I had all that stuff on me. And I mean, I could, like, go set up a home base, but I don't really have anything, like... I guess I could put some of my extra... But I don't really have any extra food. And I'm not hurting for, you know... I'm not over encumbered or anything, so... Fuck it, let's just Let's just go right back to where we were. Nothing but a hound dog. Boop, 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 boop. How's Texas looking for Mexicans? Not great, Hampton, I gotta say. My family is quite afraid. Like, yeah, like to the extent that I'm kind of afraid to say too much, you know? Like, in specificity about what my family in particular has gone through. I don't think it's my place anyway, but like, I'm genuinely a little concerned about like retaliation or something. It's like, it's fucked. Yeah, things are not good. I mean, the upside, oh, I should have bought water. I'm an idiot. The upside is that nobody's happy about it. And I don't understand what any of these people how's my rad level? I don't understand what any of these people think that Texas is gonna do without Mexicans. Without Mexican immigrants. Like, all of our agriculture, all of our hospitality, all of our restaurant work is like anything that is minimum wage and like has no like actual, I don't know, growth, or is not a straight teenager job like cashier or whatever. It's all Mexicans, and they're really good at it. So, I don't know. It's just such a, it's, you know, slamming your dick in the car door. Novak was always my main spot. Novak, I do like Novak. How's it looking Mexican-wise? I also, like, the Mexican presence and, like, culturally is just so much healthier in LA. There's such a... It just seems to me that there's a real cultural discouragement against being too Mexican, too openly. You know what I mean? And that really isn't the case in LA. In LA, it's accepted that that Mexican culture is that Mexican culture is a legitimate culture of the city, and Texas doesn't want to accept that. That's why it's like so impossible to find good Mexican food here. It doesn't seem like that should be the case, but it is. May Tom Homan trot on a rake with every step he takes. God, fucking ogre, you know. Like, oh my god, all these people are such fucking clowns, you know. That guy, like, man, they all want to seem so tough, and I can't with his, like, he speaks like he's got marbles in his mouth. He's just like, you know, like, completely loose lips and it's a, you know. If there's ice in the city, they're gonna come after you. Shut the fuck up, dog. God, I hate him so much. Oh, it's a vault. Quick save. Ice was not allowed in Dodger Stadium. Yep. That was pretty cool to see. That's what happens when you build a country off slave labor. Yep. Los Angeles to be renamed the Angels next year. Yeah, you hate to see so many Mexican flags and so much Spanish being spoken in Los Angeles. Fuck off. Oh yeah, so much drinking, so many drugs in that administration. Did y'all see after the, wow, what a cool set piece. Did y'all see that? I forget her name, but it was some previous Trump official or something, I don't know, that Fox News was calling to talk about the military parade, and she was absolutely sloshed. She was wrecked and like open, like slurring her words, you know? It was incredible. Persian in Wisconsin. The vibes are interesting, I bet. Yikes. Programmer's Digest. Very nice. I think I would take a small sleep. Just a little nap. Just a 5-hour nap. Need a new Black Panther party in Weather Underground. Yeah. I think, genuinely, what is happening is just a large-scale, like, global version of what happened almost exactly 100 years ago during the American labor movement, where we had, like, America, like the United States and like broadly the Western world, but America in particular, because of how materialistic we are and because our society functions off materialism. We are a consumer society, and that is not something that has really existed in the same way that it exists now at any point in human history. And like the entire country is kind of taking we are the rich people, you know, and the rest of the world is doing our labor for us. And we're in this situation where we can't sustain our current standard of living without slave labor, and that has always been the case. That's been the case for the past 80 years. But now we're having to admit it. We're having to acknowledge that, in the same way that rich people in the early 20th century finally had to admit that they also were, you know, were relying on what amounted to slave labor. And we never nipped that in the bud, which is why that's still a problem in this country. But like that's sort of disguised by our very, very big middle class. And it's like we're gonna have to lower our living standards a little bit. You know, we're gonna have to figure out what it is we actually care about having, because that's the only way that we're actually gonna produce a world where everybody is guaranteed just a basic subsistence, standard of living, like just food, water, shelter, healthcare, education, basic shit. Everybody needs that, and but our economy needs them to work for 15 cents a day is not an appropriate reason to continue doing that, you know, and that's what we're having to realize. There's an NCR quest here later. Oh, okay. I think peaceful protests are inefficient. Civil rights movement is repeating. Yes. Running any mods? No mods. Vanilla game. Okay. I've established a temporary camp inside the entrance of the vault. Power inside is minimal, but still running. I've managed to hack into one of their security terminals. The logs show that several people have entered the vault over the past few months, but none have left. Ooh, it's getting late, so I'll resume the expedition in the morning. Keely out. Honey, this is a personal diary. You don't have to say Keely out. The growth in the interior matches the exterior to a T. It is a little surprising given the scarcity of sunlight in the entrance room, but even more surprising is that they seem to originate from further below. Maybe that fool Hildern was onto something after all. This is my Pip-Boys on the fritz. I'll try to keep a running log of my discoveries in whatever computers I can find, and collate the data before leaving. Okay. Let's do a hard save. Alrighty. What time is it? 2 hours, 30 minutes, 9 p.m. I can... Yeah, I can risk a little adventure here. We can do the vault. I still don't have enough ammo. I wonder what's under here. This might go very poorly for me. Her new video with Zoo out, yeah. Hmm. Oh my gosh. Oof. I'm very nervous, I'm not gonna lie. This is all very foreboding. Oh my gosh, look at my boys. Ready to take the heat for me. Lab. I love the vaults. Super fun part of this game. These games. This is a very beautiful vault. Very creepy, but very beautiful. Seems pretty quiet. Seems pretty peaceful to me. What's in there? Are there bobbleheads in this one? In New Vegas? No, right? Could maintenance look in the ductwork here on level 2 again? I know you guys took a look last week, but I swear the noise is back. I even have other people that can back me up this time too. Oh, the score is creepy. It's good. We've got creepy score. I hear whispers. I don't like this. The happening vault. Come in, the plants are friendly. No bobbleheads, you level up special the hard way. Fine. No bobblehead, okay. Mr. House's robot girlfriend gives you caps for them. Oh, okay, so there are bobbleheads, they're just not the same. Not the same kind. They don't do the same thing. Okay. What's going on in this vault? I'm already I haven't been here, I don't think. Just a little bit lost. Okay, here we go. There we go. I'm no longer lost, but I do think I want to check out that door I just opened. 7-8 stones, my burger and chili cheese fries on EP. Yeah, burger and chili cheese fries will do that to you. That's EP food. Oh lord, okay. I already read. This level seems to have been devoted to the study of atmospheric effects on plants, the concentration of producing plants with high oxygen yield. Given the problems these vaults are known to have, it sounds like a reasonable avenue of research. It's strange, but some sections of the machinery down here appear to have been modified for some unknown purpose. The restraints regarding oxygen content and systemic pressure have been bypassed. I've been hearing strange chittering sound for some time now and finally discovered its source. There's some kind of giant mantises that have taken up residence in the vault. Oh no. What do they eat? I almost ran smack into one the other day, but the creatures don't appear to react to my presence at all. Whoa. Perhaps the others sent here ran afoul of the creatures, but I can't see how a few scattered insects could pose much of a problem to experienced mercs. Okay. They're implants to increase special skills at the New Vegas Medical Clinic. Ooh. Snow globes give you 2,000 caps when turned into Mr. House's robot floozy. I hear the noises. System diagnostic shows that memory has been corrupted. Fuck me. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. Don't do that, Rex. Fuck. Stairs, stairs, elevator. Oh, vaults are always so big. Hello, Rotten Capital. Chittering sounds are giving me prey mimic flashbacks. Also, hey, love New Vegas. As do I. Huh. Oh no, 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 no. Oh my god! Oh my god, it's plant people. There's plant people in here. Oh my god, all the vault dwellers turned into plant people. Oh god. People. Finally found some of the bodies of the scientists that lived here. They appear to be overgrown with some form of lichen. They blend in so well with the other growth that I walked right by several of them without even noticing them. I've taken the proper precautions, but the lichen doesn't seem to be contagious, at least to ghouls. This level appears to be where they perform most of the research NCR is interested in. I've been able to collect a little. The vast majority of the data from the research done here is inaccessible. I'll have to find the main backup and download from there. Okay. Ooh. I'm very nervous. Very, very nervous. Assistant Mathers went into the caves at 1846 today and still hasn't returned, requesting security escort for science personnel to conduct a search. Medical emergency. We need a medical team up here now! Dr. Peters just returned with one of the security escorts who is horribly wounded. When I asked them where the other security officer was, he just paled and shook his head. In the meantime, Dr. Bailey has ordered the door to the caves be sealed until a further investigation can take place. Yes, me and Hampton diving into the radioactive Cholulan waters. Is the water in Cholula really radioactive? I didn't know that. It doesn't surprise me, but I like Cholula. I wish water wasn't radioactive. Tommy has a prime opportunity to speak right now. Every now and then, Tommy. No, they're not. Okay, good. It makes me happy. Every now and then Tommy does jump onto the back of the chair and in tense moments when I've played video games before. And when that's happened, I've thought, man, that would have been great on stream. Is anyone down there? Security's trying to hold off. Well, I don't know what they're trying to hold off. Please send security at once. With Dr. Bailey watching over his sick wife and daughter, their quarters down in the common area. I'm officially in charge of the level, and I'm requesting security at once. Disengage lock. Oh, access denied. Okay. Never mind. Oops. Okay. We'll do these stairs. Ah! Yikes. Rex, stay away. Sorry, is my camera fucking up? I can't tell if y'all are just yapping. Just yapping in there. I do think I will keep the Canon for the streaming camera. It's growing on me. Comprehension skills. Fuck you, Hampton. I have excellent reading comprehension. I'll have you know I got a perfect reading comprehension score on the GRE. I don't like that noise. Oh my god. Oh my god. Finish your thesis then. What is happening in here? Okay. Man, it's one of my few criticisms of New Vegas is there's not enough goodies. Not enough goodies in the ruins, you know? There should be like a first aid kit in there or something. Oh. Well, now what's this? Overseer's office. Hey. Oh. Unlock all the doors! Oh. Override, engage the door side. Wait, and how the chickens are great. The chickens are great. Betty has recovered with a vengeance from her snake attack. And they're all completely, I think they're completely full grown. I don't think they have any more growing to do, except on the inside, I suppose. You know, yeah, they have to build their character a little bit. I should get eggs in 2 months. They're so cute. I love my birds. Oh, did I not tell you all about the snake attack? Holy shit. So me and the Morbid Man were out there at night, and we were like, ooh, expensive. Yeah, I'll take those. Oh, also kind of expensive. I'll take those cigarettes. Sell them. So we were out there at the chicken coop, you know, talking about like some repairs that need to be made and some adjustments and stuff. And we were like shining the flashlight around. And I have to think that we kind of, that like we in some way caused what happened next, because it's just too much of a coincidence that we just happened to be there and happened to walk away at the very moment a really big rat snake decided to attack one of the chickens. So as we're walking back, that we realize that Rita is not coming with us. Rita is losing her mind, and the chickens are also losing their mind. And we thought that maybe like, oh, it's Rita, she's just freaking out at them. Hey, Rita, stop that. But no. We looked inside, and you know, like you know when like you're looking at something, you can't really tell what you're looking at, like the shape is wrong, you know. So I was like shining my phone flashlight in there, and yeah, one of the chickens was like lifeless on the ground and the wrong shape, and I just and like it was a snake. She was being strangled by a snake. So I just like stand there with the phone flashlight. For Locke to get his fancy like high-powered flashlight, just so we to like make sure it wasn't a rattlesnake, you know, or a copperhead or something venomous, and it wasn't. It was pretty clearly a rat snake. So I went in the chicken coop, grabbed the snake, grabbed the chicken. She had passed out. She had swooned, and like she regained consciousness shortly thereafter. She was okay. But then I like had a chicken in one hand and a snake in the other, and I had no idea what to do with either of them. So I just dropped it, you know, and it went back under the shed, and there it remains, I assume, which is okay with me. I know there's mice in there. For a fact, I know there's mice in there. So I really don't mind the snake being there, as long as it doesn't attack my chickens, which I understand is pretty rare. Like sometimes they'll come in and eat an egg. And you know, it's your snake tax. It's okay. It's good to have rat snakes around your chicken coop. So. Oh, hello, fancy seeing you here. I just got my heart comprehensively broken by a guy needing some company. I'm sorry. That sucks. That super sucks. I'm sorry. Chickie was gone. Yeah, she was. Some people will do like, I don't know. It always really bothers me how like, I don't know. People are such fucking cavemen about snakes. They're like, I mean, even that is extreme. I think cavemen were a little more metaphysically attuned than modern humans in a lot of ways. Like people will put ceramic eggs in the chicken coop to encourage chickens to lay eggs, but like sometimes you'll see someone saying like, oh, and like, you know, if you have a snake around, you should be sure to put a ceramic egg in there because the snake will eat it and then it'll crawl off and die. And it's like, grow up, you know, grow the fuck up. Like, it's a horrible way to die. First of all, it's like unbelievably painful and cruel thing to do to another living creature. And also, the snake is supposed to fucking be there, you know? Grow the fuck up. You live in a world with other living creatures. I guess no one will miss this ridiculous trivia game. The questions weren't even that hard. Looks like this is where most of the people were when they died. The medical reports I found suggested that most of them succumbed to some kind of airborne infection. I'm going to see if I can convert some of the grow lamps into UV spectrometers to test the air for contaminants. After numerous attempts, I found a range that highlights the particles in the air that I believe killed everyone in this vault. Preliminary tests showed them to be spores of some kind. I've set up the spectrometers on several of the levels now. and the concentration appears to increase in the lower levels. At this point, I'm concerned that the plants here may constitute a danger to the people of the NCR. Uh-oh. Good thing I'm the main character and therefore immune to such things. Snake's name? Big Boss. He can be Big Boss. That's a good name for the snake. I haven't seen him since. But I'm sure he's under there. Your ass is not leaving the wheel of Samsara, dog. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Snake evil. Bible say so. Snakes don't frighten me unless they're large enough to devour me alive. I like, sometimes snakes freak me out a little, you know, the way they move. I get it. I get why people have snake phobias, but I feel the same way about that as I have a huge caterpillar phobia, but, you know, maybe it's not all about me. You know, grow the fuck up. Maybe just because you're scared of something, you don't have to kill it. Maybe. Spend 20 years as a cricket and rethink your life. Yeah, dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow. That sort of childish, brutal impulse is so weird, especially from men who claim to be outdoorsy. A lot of the men in my life have not respected nature as much as want to dominate it. Yeah, there's one of the main hatcheries, chicken hatcheries in the country is McMurray. I think it's McMurray. I think it's McMurray Hatchery that I saw this blog post from, like a McMurray Hatchery employee, like making a blog post about how to kill snakes that are in your chicken coop. And it's just rat snakes, you know, and it talks about how, like, oh, they're aggressive and I don't want them around my kids, and here's how you kill a rat snake that you find in your chicken coop, with like photos of these rat snakes that he's slaughtered. And it's like, what kind of agricultural professional are you? You fucking amateur, you know? You don't know fuck. I like snakes, don't really mind spiders that much. Centipedes kind of creep me out though. Millipedes freak me out, yeah. Even the scorpions I find in my house are cool. Like they're such incredibly designed predators, but like any bug that has like a squishy looking abdomen, I can't deal. I can't deal with. They always kind of freak me out a little. I love spiders though. I love spiders. Every spider I find in my garden gets to stay. Nothing wrong with spiders. You're cool with snakes, but you don't like caterpillars. It's weird. It's just it's literally just a you know, a disgust reaction phobia type thing. That's it. I like caterpillars in theory. How can you not? They turn into butterflies, you know? That's great. How charming. Cultivate ecosystems, yes. Oh, boys, bugs, and men. I still have that tab open. Still gotta listen, but I'll do it. Lo prometto. Save the spiders, save the bugs. All bugs are good. If you're, I saw a tweet the other day that said, "Oh my god! Ah!" It just now occurred to me that none of these have attacked me first. But surely they would, right? I keep being told by... Oh. Let's try it out. Hi.
Oh my.
Well, Boone seems to think it's a threat. Oh. The tweet said, if you're a bug, just be careful, okay? And I liked it a lot. That's how I feel about all creatures. Just be careful. Israel be like... I save all the spiders. Good. Find them in the back room of the grocery store all the time. Take them out to a tree. We have so many jumping spiders here. I love them so much. They have so much personality. Conductor. Ooh, yeah, I can sell that flamer fuel. Why not? Really interesting to me that some insects have an absurdly carnivorous juvenile phase and just eat nectar or something post-metamorphosis. Yeah, bugs be crazy. Catch moths and release them outside. Good. Hampton saves all spiders by killing them. You're saving their soul, I guess. They definitely will attack you as soon as they see you. Okay. Just have awful detection radius. Alright. I don't need the flamer. No thanks. Jumping spiders are ultra cute and couldn't hurt you if they tried. Yep. It's like, it's just actually, it's so amazing and you know, just, it's such a joy to see how much life is in my, you know, 2 square plots of, or, you know, like 16 square feet of garden space. I think I've encountered like 7 species of jumping spider. Just jumping spider. E, aggressive. Open inventory.
Fine by me.
I need him to carry some shit. Carry all that flamer fuel. And popular grass types. Yeah, I know. Well, I guess it would be fun to use. No, I just don't need to. Also, I'm tired. I'm gonna hop off stream here in a couple minutes. In hardcore mode, the companions can die permanently. Boy, have I experienced that. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. Here, have these microfusion cells. There we go. God, the flamers are just so heavy, is the thing. Boone, come back.
Not my strong suit.
No.
Yeah, you and me both.
Okay, cool.
Fine by me.
$15. Jesus. I always pick the grass type starter. Actually, no, that's not true. I pick Bulbasaur. I pick Cyndaquil. What's the next starter? What's the one after Gold and Silver? It's not Ruby and Sapphire, is it? I always pick Mudkip. NCR money, I think you can trade for caps. Just use it as currency itself. It's worth less than trade than caps. Yeah, Mudkip. Mudkip's a promise. Mudkip's just so fucking cute. How can you not? Torchic is super cute too, though. Mudkip is among my favorite Pokemon. It's pretty good, yeah. Fun to I know this fact. Some tarantulas, yeah, they keep little toads as pets. It's so cute. Are there any themes in Pokemon? Making animals fight for your amusement is good and fun. Okay. Yeah, catch them all. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it. I just passed hour 3. I gotta go make some din-dins. So, I'll see everybody here on Monday, though. Watch the video tomorrow, if you're so inclined. And, did I already say thanks for being here? Thanks for being here. Makes me happy. It has been a joy. Bye, prima. Te quiero mucho. Bye, Hampton. Te quiero. Bedtime. Alright.